Hello
Alright.
everyone and welcome back to a new speedrun. On this one we're going to see UndergroundSR running Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast. They definitely know a lot more about it than I do, so Underground, when you're ready, feel free to take it away.
Hello, welcome to Sonic Story. I've been running Sonic Adventure for a little over 2 years now. I feel pretty confident to show it off. Time will start 3, 2, 1, go. And we're in Sonic Story. You might already notice a difference between this and Sonic Adventure DX, that I can't skip the cutscene. Most cutscenes we can't skip. There are strats to skip some of them. Actually, most of them now. And there's a route to skip a few more where you go into Tails' story and do some stuff with that. But I don't feel comfortable showing that off. So I'm just gonna be doing regular old Sonic Story. They're still really cool. Getting to Chaos Zero, it's not really much different from Sadix. I'll try and point out differences between the two whenever I can. Oh, also, you probably wondering why I'm playing on the Japanese version, because it both feels better and is slightly faster. Because when they localized Sonic Adventure, they completely rewrote how collision works, so it makes some skips and like clip outs impossible. Also, the camera just feels better overall in the Japanese version. And that's Chaos Zero. Oh yeah, the custom shoes. Should probably explain that. Um, and for Sonic Adventure, we allow editing the ROM to add custom music and custom shoes or custom clothing. You'll see more of it as we see more characters. Just after this, we'll get into the first actual level with Emerald Coast. Which, even though it's the first level, it's kinda stupid. I have reset quite the run to Emerald Coast. I'm just hoping it goes well. You see Tails crashing into Emerald Coast. We have to go save him. Emerald Coast, hardest stage in the run, real. I wouldn't say Emerald Coast is the hardest. That would probably be like Red Mountain or Lost World. And Emerald Coast, with spin dash jump up here, skip the loop, and die. See, that's what I mean, this stage is annoying. jump up. Let's actually skip the loop this time. We're at the first spin dash jump. Go up here, spin dash jump right over here to skip that entire section. And instead of taking those springs, we're just gonna go over here, spin dash jump or spin dash up the wall. And we are now in Act 2. We take the upper path here. So in the Japanese version of this game, you can barely see through the water. So I'm gonna take this a little easier. So I'm gonna clip back in, so I have to do this way. Speaking of water, it feels completely different between this and SA1. Because in SA1, you get a little speed boost when you enter the water. In Sadix, it just stops you dead in your tracks. And that's Emerald Coast.
Yeah, it's okay.
And you know how we're mentioning cutscene skips a bit ago? We're about to get to our first one right here. You do. Soft reset. Enter back into Sonic story.
Let's get them.
And the cutscene is completely skipped. Now we're on our way to Egg Hornet, which we'll see another cutscene skip right before Egg Hornet. See if I can actually hit it. It's not that hard, but I just struggle with it.
What?
See. Well, the idea is you're supposed to jump off the edge. You'll hit the cutscene trigger and it'll skip like that.
Sonic.
And that's the cutscene skipped. That's how most cutscenes are skipped. Now onto our second boss, Egg Hornet. Wait for him to come down. And that's the boss done.
Hey guy, また遊んでやるぜ。
This is one of the cutscenes that could be skipped by going into Tails' story. And this one's actually really long.
口ほどにもないぜ。
It's a surprisingly long cutscene, so get a nice little break after Egg Hornet.
カオス？あれはあの時の。
You also get to see Tails' new shoes.
基盤にあった通りじゃ。ソニック、このカオスはカオスエメラルドを与えるたび強力に変身していくのだ。7つのエメラルドをすべて集めれば究極のモンスターに成長する。こいつを使ってステーションスクエアを破壊し、そこに我が
Alright, the cutscene is not as bad as Sky Chase. But with all the unskipped cutscenes combined, it's probably like a Sky Chase and a half.
トニック、あの怪物がどんどん変身していったら大変なことに
Yeah, this cutscene is really long. We get the wind key. We go to our next stage. We're now in Windy Valley, a stage which I both love and hate this stage. I love it when it decides to work, and when it doesn't, I hate it. Act 1 is pretty straightforward. Just go through, get to the tornado. You have to get through the tornado now. Spin dash jump on this jump panel to skip going to the trampoline. Restart. That saves a little bit of time. And now this is the hard part of the stage. Go over here. One, two, three, four. And now we're flying down to the end of the level. That is, if I did this correctly. There it is. The entirety of Act 3 skipped. Thankfully, there's no super long cutscenes in between this and our next stage. Hold right trigger, or left trigger, so you can get a better camera angle out of the cave. We're going into the sewer to get Sonic some new shoes. Jump up here, and we now have Sonic's new shoes.
ライトシューズよ。アクションボタンを押し続けるとパワーが溜まるの。パワーが溜まってからボタンを離す。
These shoes get surprisingly little use throughout the run.
ライトスピードダッシュはリングに
Most times you have to light speed dash, you can just skip it.
さえつながっていればどこへだって行くことができるのよ。
Speaking of skipping light speed dashes, we have it right here. Just spin dash jump up instead. We're coming up on our first JP exclusive skip while entering casino. Normally you'd have to go hit that button, but instead you could just spin dash at the door and just get in that way. Casino, this stage is done differently in SA1 as well. You go up here, spin dash a jump, go over here, and there you go. The statics clip does work in SA1, but it's a lot harder. We have another unskippable cutscene. This one is almost skippable. But that little cutscene where you see the ice key prevents it from actually being skipped.
ソニック、カオスエメラルドは
1個は奪われたけど、前に取った1個は無事だ。あいつも必死だな。
これでエメラルドはエッグマンが2個、僕らが1個だ。負けていられないよ、ソニック。
Immediately, we have another difference between this and Sadex. We don't get the Cream cameo because Cream didn't exist yet. Now we're off to Ice Cap, which we don't have a clip to skip getting this key, surprisingly. I mean, we do, but it's way slower than just getting the key. So... throw the key. I usually don't throw the key like that because I've had to clip through the ice cap door and just kill her on. And we're on our way to Ice Cap. Ice Cap is pretty straightforward, nothing too hard. Act 1. Slow down here. That checkpoint. It's Act 2 done. And then we go back here instead of going further in for the clip. You can line up Sonic's ear right like that, and it'll clip out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go neutral. Go this way. You should be falling to the end of the stage now. Oh, right, that didn't get me as far as I was hoping it would. Land on the top path because the bottom path is really slow. We'll end up going down to the bottom path because there's a speed pad here. And that is Ice Cap. Right now we're gonna have another JP exclusive cutscene skip. Go over here. Your turn. And just fall through. That only works on the JP version of the game. We have Knuckles. Simple fight. Now we're in the most fun boss fight in the entire game, Chaos 4. Couldn't think of a more fun boss fight if I tried.
しないやつだぜ。
Chaos 4. This boss fight is really bad. Not bad because it's hard, bad because it's really boring. There's really nothing to it besides spin dash around. And pray he doesn't make you lose 10 seconds. Because Chaos 4 has an attack that will just make you lose 8 to 10 seconds if you're unlucky. The wave attack isn't as slow, but I'm pretty sure it's slower than just getting the regular splash. You play this boss fight 3 times in the full game, both as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. It was dramatically easier as the other two. One on this last phase, he attacks 3 times instead of 1. It should be good to finish the fight, unless I counted wrong, which I don't think I did. No, it's Chaos 4. A minute 40 of nothing. Now we're on to Sky Chase, which is, at least entering Sky Chase is actually really difficult if we're doing the cutscene skip. As most people jokingly say Sky Chase is hard, but in SA1, entering Sky Chase is actually hard.
いずれ再び相まみえようぞ。
ソニック追いかけよ。僕の研究室が近くにあるからトルネードを出そう。
ああ、ソニック。俺は他にやることがある。すまないな。ここまでだ。そうか。オッケーナコス。あんなやつ、俺たちだけで十分だぜ。よし行こう、テイルス。
Let's see if I can hit this cutscene skip. Instead of just going into the cutscene trigger, spin dash up, land on this roof, charge a light speed dash, jump, and that's it.
ソニックちょっと待って。
Skip this entire like 2-minute cutscene. Alright, now it's boring again, goddamn. It's boring again. The music, I don't think it will, because I use it in my streams and it's fine. I hate how little there is to talk about. Well, in this stage, there's really nothing. Thankfully, it's like over right now. The stage ends with Sonic and Tails getting shot down. And for Tails' story, this is really bad, because it gets really boring after this point. But for Sonic's story, we're completely fine, thankfully. Fun fact about the cutscene we're about to enter, with how our loadless timer works, you get like a free 3 seconds from this part right here. Like free 3 to 5 seconds, because our loadless tool just scans for black on the screen and it stops the timer right there. So you get a free few seconds. Now we're on our way to meet Amy in the casino area. Soft reset to skip this one too. It's risky soft resetting early on that cutscene because there's a chance that the game can just up and crash if you soft reset at a certain point. We have another cutscene skip coming up. It skips the pre-Twinkle Park cutscene. Go into the sewer. Just spin dash, and it's that easy. Now we're on to Twinkle Park, which is one of my lesser favorite stages in the game. SA1 has a lot easier track skip than SATX. It's like surprisingly easy, and it gets you right where TPSS would put you. Let's go over here, drive off, and that's like pretty much the entire track skipped. In SATX, you can skip down to that point in SATX, but it's really hard. We have coaster skip coming out. Back up. Homing attack. We just skipped the entire roller coaster. Oh, I couldn't hit that. Thankfully the backup is right here. Spin dash jump up the castle, and that is all of Twinkle Park. Twinkle Park isn't that horrible if you know what you're doing, but it's just really annoying for me. It's really hard to mess up that track skip.
エイミーを早く見つけなきゃ。
We're on our way to Speed Highway. Hold the right trigger so you can see in front of you. Grab the key. Normally in statics you just skip getting this key, but we can't do that, or at least it's slower. So we just take the normal way. Now we're into Speed Highway, which is a alright stage, not much to it. From this point on, the stages are going to get a lot more interesting. Like after this we have Red Mountain, which is really cool, Skydeck, Lost World, and... Alright. Shouldn't have called Speed Highway a nothing stage, you didn't like that. Alright, jump cancel here. Jump over these, spin over here. And that's Act 1 of Speed Highway. You want to aim for the speed shoes here. This is the one point in the game where speed shoes actually benefit you. In most other points in this game, they'll either just not function or make you slower. Except for Big. They actually function really well with Big. But with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, they make you slower, I think. And Amy, they just don't function. Speed Highway. That's Speed Highway. Pretty simple level. Thankfully the simple levels are ending after this. We have a pretty hard cutscene skip coming up here. Spin dash up. You want to line yourself up right here and walk out. And if I had done that right, you would have hit the trigger and died at the same time. I'll give it one more shot, and if not, I'll just take the normal way. Alright, I guess we're taking the normal way. Which is annoying, because that skip actually saves a lot of time, and it spawns you in a better place. Yeah, whether I don't know how to do the other, I don't know how to do the new one.
エイミーはいない。どこ行ったんだ。しまった。エイミーが。
And now we're on our way to Red Mountain. I know the new one is better, I just can't get it to work. This cutscene is also skippable with Tails. This is the last one you skip with Tails. And is one of the last cutscene skips in the run in general. Because there's this one, and there's one before Skydeck. And I'm pretty sure that's it, if I'm remembering correctly. Which I'm pretty sure I am. It is there if you play in English, but playing the US version is slow and it feels worse, sadly. Time to go to Red Mountain. The stage responsible for killing Spin Dashless. It's the only point where you need to spin dash in the entire game.
太古の光よ。敵に向かってライトスピードダッシュすると必殺技ライトスピードアタックを発動させることができるわ。
Red Mountain. This stage is really difficult. Even the slower, in the slower strats. Well, whether I mean like charging a spin dash at all. Oh yeah, that's die. I'm not saving that. Hit the button. Skip that spring by just spin dashing over. Oh. And skip this spring, jump over here. Just do that. And this jump has given me a lot of issues, so I hope this works. Easy. Never mind. Never mind. That jump is easy. Some people in the chat might recognize what song is playing right now. Oh, that's not gonna work. Grab some rings, be safe. Camera, and lock the camera, because if you don't, this stage is really that part is really annoying if you don't lock the camera. Oh god. And that is Red Mountain. That did not go well. And we're on to the second Sky Chase. Thankfully, after the Sky Chase, the run gets a lot more fast-paced. This is like the last long wait of the run. Now you have to wait for 4 minutes of nothing. I want to take the time to say if you've been enjoying Sonic Story and want to play it, we have a tournament happening on the 30th, no, the 31st, and the tournament January 31st to February 1st. You could find more information in the SA1 Discord. Also, SA1 fun fact. Oh, actually, I have one. In the intro cutscene for Supersonic Story, the part where Knuckles is looking at the Chaos Emeralds. The part where Knuckles looks at the Chaos Emeralds are positioned differently depending on your region. On US and PAL, they're more stood up, and in Japanese, they're like more down on the ground. I don't really know how to I don't know how to describe it, but they are positioned differently. And it would be nice if I had a fun fact about Sky Chase. But sadly, I don't know any super, like I don't know any fun facts about Sky Chase. We'll try and find some for next time I show this game off. Actually, I do kind of have one. In this Sky Chase, it's so long that near the end the song starts to loop. Not really much of a fun fact, but it's just funny. Even with my custom music, the song ends early. And I didn't bother to have the ADX start looping, so it just goes dead silent right near the end. You actually have to play. Actually, another fun fact about Sky Chase. In this boss fight, if you stay in the corner for 1:30, the boss will just kill itself. We're on a Sky Deck, which is, I would probably say Sky Deck is the hardest stage in the run. There's just a lot going on in every part of the stage. And also, this is the only stage with 2 potential soft locks. If you enter the stage too fast, you'll soft lock. And if you do the early capsule wrong, you will also soft lock. See if I can hit this cutscene skip. I have not practiced that cutscene skip, so I'm really glad I hit it. Actually, speaking of that runway, yeah, why is that runway there? I've never questioned it, but now I'm wondering why it's there. Because nobody's supposed to be landing on the egg carrier. This stage is both really fun and really excruciating. Spin dash jump, skip all that. And this homing attack, I've had a lot of issues with. Sometimes it just won't work. And also be careful when you spin dash there, because the little light speed dash particles, if they hit one of the hooks you're supposed to grab onto, you will just go on the hook either way. It doesn't matter if you touched it or not. A free electric shield. And normally we would have to run all the way around, get to the cannon, but instead we're just gonna go over here, jump up, spin dash jump, and that's that entire section skipped. Act 2 is probably my favorite part of the stage. I just like this movement to the cannon. I think the movement to the cannon is really cool. That's probably why I like it. You spin dash onto this, you don't have to move for the rest of the section. I missed that. If you spin dash right as the act transitions, you can get all the way up here without having to do that little bit of movement I just did. There's an extra life to be safe. Go up to the button. You could also hit this capsule early, but I missed the spin dash jump, so you have to take the long way. 151, that's not bad. That's actually really solid for me.
なんだよ、これで終わりか？
環境の方が怪しいよ。ソニック、上に行ってみよう。
Now we're on our way to fight E102 Gamma. Which sadly, both cutscenes related to this boss fight are somewhat long. I feel like there's a way to skip the one after it, but it's really stupid. Because when you enter a cutscene in this game, you have, I think, a frame where you can move. So I was thinking, if you get Gamma to shoot Sonic and kill him in that one frame, the cutscene would skip. It's basically like early shot in Gamma's story, except in Sonic's story, and it saves a lot more time. Gamma, another character battle. Simple. Except if you spin dash between his legs. Dr. Pepper, yeah. I put that there a while ago. Just thought it was funny. Because Gamma, you can edit pretty much everything on him and it'll be fine. We're on to the last Chaos fight of this story in a few minutes. Is Chaos 6. There's a small time save right here. See if I can do it. Oh, I just missed it. if you get into that door before the saving text goes off the screen, you'll start the cutscene in that room, which will save time because it doesn't load the voices.
環境が怪しいな。
And it also saves time because you don't have to, because you're already in the room. Oh, nice camera angle. Light speed dash. Instead of sitting on the chair to make it move, you just spin dash into it, and you hit the switch under it with one of the light speed dash particles. The light speed dash particles having collision is both a blessing and a curse. Because Chaos 6 is gonna show you how bad these particles having collision can be. Because if you're too close to Chaos, the whole fight just goes to hell if you're too close to him.
やったいいぞ
カエル君カエル君を助けなきゃ。
あのガエル友達なのか。
Let's say hello to Big.
俺に任せろ。
カオスエメラルドは6個を集めた。復活した時分裂したカオスの尻尾も元に戻った。残るはカオスエメラルドあと一つ。
お前の思い通りにはさせないぞエクマン。
エメラルド6個の状態でもソニックごときを倒すには十分じゃ。行けカオス、奴を畳んでしまえ。
This is Chaos 6. It either goes really smoothly or really horribly. Jump up, get one of these. If you light speed attack Chaos 6, it does double damage, so... Actually, I've had it not do double damage like once. It was really stupid. Wing attack. Oh, this is not going well. I'm gonna die. Oh, he's gonna start doing his attacks. Also, fun fact about this camera. If you hold Y and press either of the triggers, you can zoom in or out the camera. Because it switches to like a different camera when you do the light speed attack. Right after this cutscene, we're gonna go to my favorite stage in the game, Lost World. Also, like in the end of that cutscene, you get like 3 action shots of it. Sonic just homing attacking off the egg carrier. On to Lost World, which I really like Lost World. I would probably say it's my favorite stage in the series, honestly. This way. The only issue I have with the stage is that the part we're about to get to now, the fire tunnel, this is really annoying. That fire tunnel actually went surprisingly smooth. Alright. Normally in this part of the stage you have to press 3 buttons to open the door, but I don't want to do that, so we're just gonna skip it. Over here, change the water level. Hop on the snake. And spin dash into the door. Oh no, don't die. That was so close. Now we're just gonna take the easier way. I can't even do the easier way. Oh god. There we go. I haven't done the pause clip for that door in so long. Because I usually just spin dash on the corner. I couldn't get that to work. Take mirror room. There's a glitch like that, where you just get the lights to, or get the darkness to stop working. So you can just see the entire mirror room. We're coming up on the end of Lost World. This boulder section, on first load, this boulder section can really screw you up if you spin like I'm doing. Like that. That's an example of why you don't spin dash in the boulder. Or spin dash very rarely in the boulder section on first load. On the loadless timer won't pause if the life icon is on screen, so that wouldn't work either way. Go up here, I'm taking the safer strat for this. And that's Lost World. Didn't do as great as I would have hoped in Lost World, but still fun nonetheless. This is our almost last major cutscene. Oh yeah, does anyone in this chat like Final Egg? If so, well you're not gonna like what's gonna happen in a few seconds, because we will not be playing Final Egg.
どうなってんだ。ここはどこなんだ。
Gonna be careful here because I've had the console crash entering that cutscene before.
なんだったんだ今の。夢じゃないよな。
Before Final Egg, we have to do one of the hardest puzzles in gaming. See if I can hit this small time save. Alright, I ended up losing time. But if you get into there without dying, you'll save a few seconds. They don't make puzzles like that anymore. They don't make stage entrances like this anymore. Now we're on to the final level of the game, Final Egg. And we won't be playing it. Actually, depending on how long this takes me, I might play it. Grab an extra life for safety. What you want to do is skip this, charge a light speed dash. And, oh, that's it. What you do there is charge a light speed dash, homing attack up to where you're facing directly upwards off that slope. You want to very quickly press the other action button and then go back to the one you're pressing so you can do the spin dash. Now I'm gonna try something really funny in Egg Viper. I'm gonna try and do it the funny way. Looking at the timer, I have more than enough time to try this. On to the last part of the game. I'm gonna do the funny jumps. You can homing attack. You can homing attack those little green buttons while he's doing this. It saves no time. It's just really funny. Do a quick hit to skip homing attacking on the green buttons. Oh, spin dash stopped working. Let's do this just the normal way. I don't want to die near the end of Egg Viper. That wouldn't be good. Just like I said, that wouldn't be good. There's a near 2 minutes gone. Just gonna do this the boring way this time. Wouldn't be Egg Viper without at least some issues. Alright, now we're back to where we were. He's gonna attack us a different way now. He's gonna throw these platforms at us. What we have to do is jump on them, then jump into Eggman. Last hit. Time will be once the in-game timer stops for Egg Hornet. Well, not Egg Hornet, Egg Viper. I always get those two mixed up. And that's when you actually have to move. You can't just stand still. And time. And that was Sonic's story. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Still have quite a lot of time left. Would I potentially have enough time to show off Chao percent? Thank you for the GGs. Alright, I've gotten the green light to show off Chao percent. It's very stupid. No credits, unfortunately. I'll go back to them after Chao. Chao percent starts out like a normal Sonic story, but it quickly diverges into something way more stupid. Somebody in chat, pick a color: silver, gold, or Chao type. Silver, gold, or neutral. Silver, alright. If somebody had picked gold, it would have been really annoying. Alright, let's not die to Chaos Zero. Silver, for the Silver Chao, we have to play Chaos Zero and Emerald Coast as normal. And then after that, it's not too much longer.
逃げるのか。
やっと見つけたぞ。究極の破壊神カオスよ。
But while I'm doing shop soon, I'm just gonna get the shoutouts out the way. I'll just say shout out to the SI1 community in general. In specific, shout out to Squeefy for finding most of the stuff I used in my run. Shout out to Witherman for partially getting me into this game. And in general, just the SI1 community. Seems Emerald Coast didn't go great in either Sonic or Chao percent. It's a very good representation of the average run of this game. For me, at least. I'm gonna try and do this like I didn't do in Sonic Story. See, I didn't do that in Sonic Story. You can just skip having to do the jump off the ramp. Oh my god, that was the craziest save of all time, into the craziest death of all time. So now you can see that when you die, the water gets a lot easier to see in. That still won't stop me from dying. Because this is how the water normally looks in the US and PAL version of SA1. In JP it's really dark until you die or reset. I wish that dying again made it easier to see. Skipping this Tails cutscene. Thankfully, Emerald Coast is the only part of this category that you have to play as normal. You do have to go to Mystic Ruins, but that's just to get the Silver Chao. And that movement was actually really good. Instead of going to Egg Hornet, we're going to go down here and get ourselves the Silver Chao by pressing that button and waiting as the Chao egg slowly swims over to us. Pick it up, bring it over to the Chao Garden, which thankfully is accessible at this point in the game. And out of anything to do with this Chao, what do you think we're gonna do? To get 10 hits. I wasn't counting. Is that good? Is that good? Fucking more? Alright, that should be good. Fucking sit down. And that's the category. It's a really funny category that got added a few months ago. You get to show off that you can zoom in the camera. That's literally all there is to it. I will go back to Sonic Story credits now. Y'all doing okay? SA1 is the only game you can do that in. So I thought, why not?
Let's get them!
Alright, again, thank you guys for watching Sonic Story. I will be back later to show off Dreamcast SA2 Hero Story. And that's it for me. What game is next? Hitman Blood Money. Hopefully that goes well.